basically describing to you guys how the first day of my short film was my short film Flowers, which, if you were new to my channel, is a film that I actually directed and wrote that I shot last weekend. Actually, literally, we wrapped like 2 days ago on it, and we spent 4 days on the shoot, and I just want to talk about the first shoot day. This is going to be a little series, so stay with us. And yeah, so let's get into day one, okay? So, day one of our shoot was on Saturday, 11/13, November 13th, 2022, and our call time was 9 a.m. I'm pretty sure, was it? Yeah, it was 9 a.m. It was 9 a.m. and it was 9 a.m. and then our shooting time was 10 a.m. So a call time, I'll do maybe another video about what call sheets are and how to read them for film, but a call time is essentially the time that you are called to set and that you are expected to start working. So for us on Saturday, we had a call time of 9 a.m. at our first location, which was in a little alleyway, like 2 blocks away from my house. In another video, which I can link here, and I'm sorry if I keep moving the camera, but another video that I can link here, I talk about how we were kind of stealing locations. This is one of those locations that we stole, and it was the first location of our shoot. So yeah, we started at 9, we got there at 9, I woke up maybe around 7 o'clock in the morning, and I basically stuffed my car with a lot of different props, which I will probably maybe add in a video and show you here, that I took. We have an Instagram page for the film, and I'll link that in the description as well, so you can follow it, but that's on Instagram. But yeah, I basically filled up my car, so I have all the stuff in my car, all the props and everything that I need for the day, like a bike, which was a lot, and then I left at 8:15, and I went over to Miles's house, who was my DP, and I picked up his gear. We picked up lights and stands, and there was a lot of things, and I also got a coffee, and then I went to the first location for the day, which was an alleyway, which I talked about in another video if you want to check it out, which I think I just said, but yeah, it was a stolen location, and yeah, it sounds worse than it is, but yeah, anyways, we got there, and we were like on a corner of a street of the alleyway, and it was a lot more relaxed than I thought it would be. And this is also, I told you, this was my first time directing anything, and I was kind of learning on the spot how to do things, and kind of filling in the gaps of things that I didn't know about. One of the things I would redo the first day that I didn't do is when everyone was there, our PAs, we had production assistants who were my friends, someone from high school. They were basically, PAs are there to help, with anything that we need, from food to gear, and so it was PAs, my producer, Charlie, and it was also Miles, the DP, Vincent, who was a sound guy, and Mackenzie for BTS, behind the scenes camera, and then it was me, and then the 2 main actors on Saturday, Eddie and Josh. We just did their 2 scenes for the day. It was just track of time. So it was so important, but I'm digressing, I'm rambling, as my channel suggests, and I wish I would have done a safety meeting, to be like, hey, I'm Nick, and let's go over our roles, and this is the start of my short film, Flowers, and let's, do great, basically to boost the morale and to get everyone, like together, I didn't do that, not the worst thing in the world. I did it the second day, but first day, so we all got there, and then we basically moved to location. So, since it was a stolen location, we call it a sensitive location, which means that it's sensitive, meaning that we can't be loud, we need to be really careful and cautious of when we're filming there, and that we don't own the area. It's sensitive. So we basically were on a corner, it was like this. We were right here, corner, and then this is the alleyway. So we walk up the alleyway, and then in the middle of this alleyway, there's another alleyway, and we were right on that corner. The day before, or a couple days before, I was scouting around the neighborhood, and I found this place. So we get there, and we set up my DP. He set up some C-stands, which are stands, and he put up a diffuser. Basically, think of it's like tin foil, but it lets more light through, like saran wrap, but a little thicker. It's diffused light, and it's like paper, and he put it over one of our actors' faces. And yeah, we were in this alleyway for maybe, I think we started shooting at 10, and we left at 11:30, so an hour and a half. And the scene, the very first scene that we shoot, the very first shot of the scene. So you have the scene, you have the dialogue, you know what a scene is, from start to end. It's the action and dialogue and everything. A shot are the ways we shoot it. So one shot might be straight on, the other shot might be a wide of both of them, another shot might be over the shoulder or coverage. The first shot that we did of this film on that day was it was Eddie's, who's one of the main characters, his breakdown. It's a really highly emotional, really important scene to get, and we did it first. And if I did it over again, and not only did we do it first, the shot we did was the really close up first. So if I were to do this again, I would have put that probably near the end, only because, like I said, I was kind of getting into the rhythm of directing. It's definitely a muscle. So it was funny, and I'll go over how to do this. So if you ever want to direct or anything, you know how to do it, because I forgot. They taught us that in a school NYU and stuff for class, but I forgot how to do the slate. So basically, when you're on set, you have all the departments, the sound, you have sound, camera, and acting and directing and costumes and all that stuff. So before we begin to shoot, what happens is I will do rehearsal with the actors while my DP setting up camera while everyone's getting ready. Once we're all ready, I will call for I'll say, camera, are you ready? He'll go, yeah. So I'll go sound. I go sound. Sound will say speeding, and then I'll say camera, and the camera will be rolling. And the camera will say rolling, and then I'll say slate. And then someone will bring in a slate, and they'll clap it. And then once they're clear, and everyone tells me they're set, I say action, and then the actors act. The thing is, I didn't know that order on Saturday. I basically was oh wait, do I do this? Is this me? I knew I called action, so I think the first scene, I literally, we're ready, and I literally go, action, and they're whoa. They're no, let's do sound, we need camera, and I was okay, yeah, and then I did it out of order. I was let's get Slade in, let's get camera, and I was no, it's sound. Gaslight. And the nice thing was, like, no one was like, Nick, you're doing it wrong. It was kind of something that I kind of picked up on and learned. I think they only said it once, that, yeah, it'd be like sound and then camera, and yeah. So the thing is, like, I was dealing with, like, doing that, right? And I also had, and I'll show a photo of it eventually, but I had, like, a director's monitor, which is like a screen that I can watch, and headphones that I can listen to. So it's kind of overwhelming. Like, I never done this before. I have all this new technology to play with, and you know, I had to do all this, like, verbiage that directors do that I wasn't comfortable with. And then on top of that, I had to do that for the very first scene, a very emotional scene. So yeah, I kind of wish we could have done that later, but it turned out really well. And so we did that. Then we did coverage, and coverage means, like, coverage is basically just making sure that you get everything in a scene. So when we say we want coverage of that, it basically means that we want to have different takes of it. We want to make sure that we get the lines. We basically want to make sure that there aren't any spots in the script. Because sometimes when you film, you'll only film little snippets of a scene, but coverage basically means we're just, like, you know, saving our butts in case, you know, just making sure, just double checking that we have things. That's it. But we also did coverage. So coverage also means, like, being on someone. So we did coverage on Eddie, which was a close-up, and then we did a turnaround, which really means we turn around. And we did coverage of Josh. So it was like Eddie, then we turned around, we did Josh, and then we did a wide of both, which means that we have both of them on screen. And then all while this was happening, we were doing sound, and it was outside, and there were cars coming, and there was, like, lawnmowers, and yeah, it was very loud. I hope the sound was okay. But we were fine. There was a Tesla that was there initially that I really didn't want to be in shot, and it was gone on shoot day, which I was so happy about. It was, like, in someone's driveway, and it was gone. So yeah, we got all of it, and yeah, and then we moved on to the next location at 11:30, and we got there at 12, and this was the first location that I, like, purchased. So since I'm a location scout, it's funny going through this whole process. I was filling in holes of things that, like, I never done before, and then, like, the one thing that I have done before was location scouting. So when I did that for this project, it was funny because I was like, oh, it all clicked. I was like, oh, so this is where location comes in during the whole production, and oh, like, I'm like, oh, this is why I'm important on, like, for my job. But it also was cool, like, doing it and scouting and being like, wow, I feel really weirdly comfortable. I feel like I know what I'm doing. And it's funny because locations used to be the one thing that scared me so much and would always stop me from not doing a film. Locations always scared me a lot, and it's cool now being really comfortable with it. So yeah, our second location was in a bedroom, like an actual high school boys' bedroom, which is really cool. So we traveled there and we filmed there for a little bit. Yeah, it was pretty good. We had a lot of scenes. We basically we did, like, some day scenes, but we also had to shoot some night scenes. So we did day for night, which is meaning it's day out, but we shoot as if it's nighttime, so we had to cover up the windows and everything. And it was really awesome. It was super tight on time, and we kind of rushed the very last scene, which I wasn't very appreciative of. And then we had another thing. We actually ended up staying at that location an hour or two longer than we were supposed to be there, from 12 to 3, and we ended up being there until, like, 4:30. And dusk, or sunset, was at 5. We had a bike scene that we wanted to shoot at 5 p.m. And we basically ran from that bedroom location to the bike scene, and then we missed it. So we had to push that back to another day, which will be in another video, and I'm excited to share that with you. I hope you're having a wonderful night. I'm kind of rushing this video because this video is taking me like 5 times to do, because because my phone keeps running out of battery, running out of memory, I keep having to delete things, so I'm just gonna end the day there. But I basically didn't eat a lot, and yeah, and it was very chaotic but very fun. And we ended our day around 6 p.m. and I went home with my DP. We put all the gear back in my place. We went over the shot list for the next day, and then we went to sleep, and we did it again on Sunday. So yeah, check out my next video to learn about Sunday's day and all the gossip that went down. But with that, I say have a great night or a great day, and thank you so much for watching this. If you like any of this, please like, subscribe, and comment. And yeah, I guess I'll see you at the next video. And yeah, have a great night. And if no one's told you, you are so special and loved. And yeah, I'm so grateful to have you here. Okay, have a great night or day or wherever you're watching this. And I'll see you at the next one.